not use inappropriate language or gesture. Do not miss important announcement. Let us take a moment to bow our head in prayer.
Are we sharing the PPT?
Yes, ma'am. 2 minutes, ma'am. Done.
Should I play it from my system?
Ma'am, please. Dear parents, we are delighted to have you with us for this orientation session designed to provide you with essential insight into your child's academic journey in grade 10. This session aims to familiarize you with the curriculum expectation and strategies to support your child's success in the crucial year ahead. We are pleased to inform you that classes for grade 10 for the academic year 25-26 will commence on 12th March from 7 a.m. onwards. Our teachers are fully prepared to guide and mentor students, and all arrangements have been made to ensure a smooth transition and a warm welcome to all our learners. We now extend a warm welcome to our Vice Principal, Ma'am, Ms. Ambika Padmanabhan, who will brief us on the essential information to kickstart the academic year smoothly.
Thank you, Veena ma'am. Good morning, everyone. It is with great pleasure that we welcome you all to this online parent orientation program for grade 10 at Indian School Bausha. A special welcome to our respected principal, heads of departments, coordinators, esteemed faculty members, dear parents, and students. Your presence here today reflects dedication and commitment to academic success and we truly appreciate your time. The transition to grade 10 is a significant milestone in a student's academic journey. As we embark on this crucial year, it is essential to have a clear understanding of expectations, assessment patterns, and the roadmap ahead. So this session has been thoughtfully organized to provide insights into the academic structure, the examination policies, assessment criteria, discuss strategies to support students' learning, time management, and overall well-being, address key concerns regarding syllabus coverage, attendance, discipline, and home revision, strengthen the collaboration between parents, teachers, and students for a successful academic year. We at Indian School Bausha, we believe that when parents and teachers work hand in hand, students achieve their best potential. So without further ado, let's begin today's session with great enthusiasm and a shared goal of making this academic year a rewarding experience for our students. Once again, a heartfelt welcome to all of you. Let me now share my presentation. Yes, I'm sure you'll be able to see my presentation on the screen. I call this as a visionary vault. So what is a visionary vault? It is a repository of ideas and innovation, a collection of groundbreaking ideas, forward-thinking strategies, or creative solutions that we will offer to our parents and students to empower growth and inspire change. We all know we follow CBSE curriculum. So what are the objectives of this curriculum? So it provides ample scope for holistic development of students. It's not just physical development or intellectual development. It also focuses on social development of students. It emphasizes constructivist rather than rote learning, where there is a lot of emphasis on hands-on experience. They come up with general and specific teaching and assessment objectives to make learning competency-based and attain mastery over laid down competencies. They also encourage real-life problem-solving scenarios. They focus on value-based learning activities. They promote 21st century skills, and they want us to bring in a lot of innovations in pedagogy. And we include and promote a lot of inclusive practices, support learning of different styles, support and strengthen knowledge and attitude related to livelihood skills. We also encourage multilingual and multicultural learning and national understanding. And we also give importance to environmental education. So these are the objectives of the CBSE curriculum. Now, what are the various pedagogical practices in general followed by our facilitators at Indian School Bausha? Now, we follow learner-centric pedagogical practices where we consider the needs of our students and accordingly tailor our teaching practices. And we also promote a lot of collaboration through group activities. Now, we follow a 5-step approach which is prescribed by NEP, which is called the 5-step learning process. And each and every lesson plan of ours, they have specific learning outcomes, what resources will be used by the teacher, how the learning of the students will be assessed. We get feedback from students, feedback from stakeholders. Accordingly, we update our teaching practices. We try to relate various subjects. We follow a multidisciplinary approach. As mentioned earlier, we try to give them a lot of opportunities for collaboration. So our lesson plans are tailored according to the needs of the students. We also try to provide cross-curricular linkages, trying to connect one subject with the other, trying to integrate art in our teaching to make learning fun-based. As mentioned earlier, we try to inculcate 21st century skills. Now, competitions is something which is viewed, as an extra burden for students, but indirectly or indirectly, they try to inculcate 21st century skills amongst learners. So you can see various skills that are mentioned on the screen, which includes learning skills, literacy skills, and life skills. So if the learner is present at school, they try to learn a lot of skills which are inculcated directly or indirectly through interactions with the teachers, with the peers. So as mentioned, the important thing is not to stop questioning, and curiosity has its own reason for existing. Now, related to the subjects offered, they will be having more or less the same subjects that they had in grade 9. It will be the core subjects will be English, mathematics, science, social science, and second language. We offer Hindi, Tamil, Malayalam, French, and Arabic as second language. To talk about mathematics, we have standard mathematics and basic mathematics, which will be briefed by the HOD of Department of Mathematics. Now, skill subjects, we offer IT this year. And regarding co-scholastic subjects, they will have periods for physical education, art, and robotics. Now, this is the proposed timing. There is a change in the timing. The entry and exit time for learners has not changed. However, we have tried to ensure like each period gets a maximum of 40 minutes. And towards the end, we give around 35 minutes based upon the attention span of the students. We have come up with this change with the hope that it will be helpful to our students, because morning time, they will be very active and the attention span will be more. So we have tried to accommodate 40 minutes of teaching time, and 7th, 8th, and 9th period will have around 35 minutes of time. But the entry and exit remains the same. Students are expected to report between 6:50 to 7. Now, students who are dropped by parents, please make a note. Now, this year, we will start the PA assembly by 7 a.m. However, point to note, this timing will be in effect only from April 6th. Now, till then, the timings will not be, will be different will be different. We'll be following the same old schedule. This timing will come into effect only from April 6th. Now, regarding the examination pattern, last year for grade 10, we had 3 periodic tests followed by 3 common pre-board. Now, a few parents, they started requesting like they want experience in writing 80 marks paper. So we have pre-midterm assessment, which will be for 30 marks in the month of May, and 80 marks paper midterm assessment, which will be in the month of September. And we are planning to complete the entire syllabus by October, by the end of October. So November, they will be having a terminal assessment, which will be for 80 marks. December, there will be a common pre-board, or it could be a pre-board 1. And then we have one more pre-board, which will be in the month of January. So this will be the examination schedule. Besides the major assessments, we will have a weekly test on every Sunday. A monthly schedule will be shared with you all well in advance so that students come prepared for the weekly test. Now, these are the subject allocation. Now, almost all the core subjects will have around 7 periods allotted to them. And subjects like PE, IT will have 2 periods each. They will also be going to library, which will help them to develop their reading skills. A change in the schedule will be like robotics is being introduced this year for students of grade 10. Last year, grade 10 batch, they didn't have robotics, but we want our students to stay abreast of technology. So we are introducing robotics. Those students who don't want to go for robotics can go for art. So robotics and art will be like an elective. Students can choose what they want to attend. Here comes, as I mentioned earlier, a repository of initiatives that we are going to offer for our students this year. So we'll be looking into various initiatives like subject-specific initiatives, assessment and evaluation enhancement, how we are going to ensure that our children are ready for their future education, how we try to inculcate research and innovation, the culture of research and innovation among our learners. What are all the various experiential learning opportunities they'll be getting? What are all the various competitions they will be getting opportunity to participate in? And how we are going to engage our parents and other community members. So to start with, let me give you an overview about the subject-specific initiatives. Now, we have named this initiative as Core Clarity, which is Concept Mastery Workshop. Now, during the regular working hours of the school, that is from morning 7 to 2, we will be focusing on completing the syllabus. Afternoon 2:30 to 4 o'clock, we will have time where we can identify students who need some extra support. It is like a remedial class for them, or where they want more drilling in the concept. So this will be conducted during the afternoon session. If required, we will also be inviting external resource person to clarify the concept, to give them a better understanding of the concept. And then power prep competitive classes will be based more for IIT preparation or NEET preparation. We started right from grade 10 onwards. So it will be conducted 2 days in a week. A detailed schedule will be shared with you all. And then comes ScoreShare. Now, ScoreShare is something which is going to be a pioneering initiative from Indian School Bausha. Usually you have reference books. There are multiple reference books that even our teachers will be recommending. But this year, we have come up with this novel initiative of providing in-house study material. The head of the departments will be compiling resources from different resources, and then they will be offering it to our students. So all those materials will be curated exclusively for our proud Bausharians. And then our students will be given opportunities to work on interdisciplinary projects. It will be assigned during the summer break. So they will have ample time to explore, research, and consolidate their findings as a project. The next initiative that we are planning to implement is peer teaching program, which we will be calling as Peer Ed, Learn, Share, and Grow. As we always know, when I learn, it is only me who learns. When I teach, I make the others learn, and I also learn in that. So to teach is to learn twice. So our students are going to conduct classes for their peers. So again, here on a volunteering basis or based on interest, students will be given opportunities to come and present on a topic. So they get a clear understanding about it. And it's always fun to learn from a peer. So we hope that students will also like this approach of learning. And then we will have a learning style inventory, which will be administered to our learners. What is this learning style inventory? Now, if you look at me, I am a visual learner. Some could be auditory learners, some could be kinesthetic. So what we are trying to do is we are going to administer an inventory that is like a questionnaire. We will be administering to our students and we will get to know their learning styles. During the remedial session, accordingly, the resources will be given to the students to ensure like they learn it in a better way. So that is the whole objective of having a learning style inventory for our students. Now, as mentioned earlier, robotics for grade 10, those students who will not opt for robotics will be attending the art session. So very soon you'll be getting a Google form link where you can choose your elective, whether you want robotics or you want to attend art session. And this year, we are going to introduce a holistic progress card for grade 10, where you will have a lot of opportunities, where students will have a lot of opportunities to self-express themselves. Usually, we give a progress card where only the marks are getting reflected in it. Whereas in the holistic progress card, the child will be able to mention their goals, their vision for the academic year, what is their target, and how about the projects that they have executed. So everything will be documented in the holistic progress card. Now to talk about the assessment and evaluation enhancements. Indian School Bausha, we always boast about the technological advancements. So this year, we are introducing Ed Puzzle for our students. Now, what is this Ed Puzzle? We are partnering with Ed Puzzle, where there will be self-learning videos. So students can watch the video, and it is not like they just watch the video. In between the video, they will have questions coming up. for which they can answer, and their score will be integrated in the Google Classroom. So these assignments will be part of their internal assessment. So we have AI-based personalized learning plans. And next comes data analysis. We are going to implement this very seriously this year because it will reflect the performance of the student in the past year. If when the performance was not up to the expected level, we had taken an undertaking form where parents have given a commitment stating like they will monitor the progress of their child, they will support the child at home to improve their performance. So we will have a track record of each and every student. We will try to analyze their growth, which area, which subject they need more attention, which will serve as an yearly warning system. So we will be doing data analysis of their performance. Moving on to career and higher education readiness. So it is usually from grade 9 that a child starts preparing for the future education. So here we will have some professionals who will come address the students to discuss about their career path, industry trend, and required skills. We will also have opportunities given to our students for global exchange programs where we will partner up with some international schools. They set up a virtual collaboration project, which will ensure like cross-cultural learning takes place. And we will also have opportunities given to them during the summer break and winter break for internship and shadowing programs. And then, as I mentioned earlier, we need to inculcate a culture of research and innovation amongst our learners. So we will encourage them to conduct research. Opportunities will be given to them. And again, they will be given platforms to publish their work. There could be small academic hackathons where a problem will be given to them and they will be able to solve it. So that is an academic hackathon that we are trying to administer to our students. Besides these initiatives, we also have various inter-house competitions for our students. Now, literary competitions will be taken up by Department of English and Languages, art and cultural competitions by Department of Fine Arts. You have Digital Mastery Challenge, which will be conducted by Department of Computer Science, Math Challenge by Department of Mathematics, and Sports by Department of Physical Education. Other competitions will be like we have BizWiz Quest for students of grades 9 to 12, Infinity Wars by Department of Mathematics, Editorial Challenge by Department of English, Sky Quest by Department of Science. We also have Bloom Health and Wellness session, which will try to improve the health and wellness of our students, mental health of our students. And we also have ISB Global Summit, which will be a Model United Nations MUN plan for students of grades 9 to 12. Today, and to talk about community engagement, today we are having this parent orientation, which we have named it as Kickstart to Success. And besides this orientation, we will also have a parental pathway session, which will be an exclusive session for parents of students with special needs, which is a very sensitive thing. But we feel that it is important to orient these parents. Sometimes the acceptance is required. Sometimes they need to be aware about the provisions that are given by CBSE to these students to take up the board examination. So parental pathways is a session which will be conducted for parents of students with special needs. Now, to engage parents, we also have nutrition and fitness challenge. There will be fitness challenges which will be posted to parents to take part. And we have also planned an art therapy workshop for parents. We know like you're all working, so hard for your children. So you may need some time to vent out your emotions and experiences with others. So we will provide you an opportunity to express your emotions and to understand, feel the therapeutic power of art. Now here comes a little twist to a regular parent-teacher meeting or parent facilitator meeting. We have named it as Voices of Growth, a student-led interactive parent facilitator meeting. Now, what is the twist over here? Usually when you come for a parent-teacher meeting, you sit with the teacher gives you a feedback, and then you move out of the classroom. But here it's going to be like the students will be empowered to analyze their own growth, personal growth. So if the PFM is conducted in the month of May, they reflect the progress that they have made from March till the end of April. So they decide on what achievements they have made, what competitions they have taken part, what tests they have given, how were the marks in the test, why they have scored less. So it's a time for reflection. So we basically want to empower our students, get into the mode or culture of self-reflection and work out on areas of improvement. So once the student is clear about his own performance, then the teacher comes forward highlighting the areas of improvement, how teachers can support the learner, how parents need to support the learner. So this is a new initiative that we have taken. And regarding the major events, we have investiture ceremony, annual academic award, sports day, annual day, graduation ceremony will be for grade 12. And of course, we will also take them on an excursion. Now, regarding the annual day, we will not be inviting grade 10 students to take part in the annual day. They can come, they can witness it. However, if students really want to take part, then parents can write to us and we will give them an opportunity to take part in the annual day. The decision is taken so that there is no shift in the focus from academics. However, some parents may have a different viewpoint. If you feel like your child should be a part of annual day, you can inform the class mentor and the needful will be done. So from the school side, we have taken a lot of initiatives. We have planned out a lot of initiatives for our learners. We will be having a weekly test. We will be conducting assemblies, competitions. A lot of support will be given from the school side. So we will be providing them a lot of platforms to showcase their talents and explore interest. We will be giving them a lot of research. As you must be knowing, we have become an official examination center for the board exam. So our next batch of grade 10 and 12 students will be taking up the exam here at Indian School Bausha. Now, these are certain initiatives and support that we will be offering to our learners. From your end also, we need certain support. What we expect from you is to stay in touch with the school and teachers to know the examination schedule, syllabus, and any important updates. Try to create a positive, steady environment at home. And right from the beginning, right from tomorrow, you can start encouraging them to have a healthy lifestyle. Ensure that they sleep at the right time, get up early in the morning. Usually children tend to sleep late at night and they have problems getting up in the morning. And then they absent themselves from the school. It's a literal loss for them from the teaching, from the learning time. So ensure a healthy lifestyle for them, give them nutritious diet, and then have realistic expectation from your child. So don't have unrealistic expectation, putting a lot of pressure on them, which finally demoralizes them. So we request you to have realistic expectations and kindly review their progress. Kindly attend the parent facilitator meeting, which will give you inputs on the areas of improvement, how it will give you an idea about how much your child has progressed. Support their mental health, and kindly, this is a request from our end, kindly make prompt fee payments. Grade 10, we will be having CBSE registration fees. So kindly ensure like you are regular in making the fee payment. And then we know like we tend to communicate with parents through a lot of channels. We have Google Classroom, we have emails, we have WhatsApp. Many times we get leave request or yearly exit request through WhatsApp to the teachers. Dear parents, please understand our teachers are tightly packed during the school time. They are busy in teaching our learners, so they may not be able to check WhatsApp as and when you message them. So kindly ensure like such emails reach them through formal emails. We will also ensure like you get reply within 24 hours. So kindly ensure adherence to this point and ensure like you message them between 2:30 to 7 p.m. And very important thing, especially in grade 10, ensure like the child regularly attends the school. This is very important. Otherwise, they are going to lose their learning time at school. Ensure regular attendance and punctuality. CBSE has mandated a percentage for attendance also. Anybody falling short of the attendance, they may not be permitted to take up the board examination. And always check the Google Classroom to know what is happening, what are the important competitions, important notes that are posted on the Google Classroom. So that's it from my side. I hope you have grasped all the initiatives that we have planned for our learners. We wish all our learners the very best. In case you want to stay connected, we are available on social media. We again showcase the achievements of our students. And if you want to, if you have any queries in mind which you need to get clarified, you can drop in a mail to me at viceprincipal@isboman.com. Thank you very much. Over to you, Veena ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for providing the valuable insight for the next academic year. Now, to take us through this important session, I am delighted to invite Ms. Sri Vidya to present the orientation on English and other languages. Sri Vidya, ma'am.
Dear parents, thank you, Veena ma'am. Just a minute, Veena ma'am. Dear parents, you may post in your queries in the chat window. Once again, I would like to reiterate, we are getting queries on the chat window. Of course, we'll brief you about the two board system. Don't worry about it. We will answer it during the Q&A session. Thank you.
Thank you, Veena ma'am. Is my presentation visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. A warm good morning to everyone present here. As we begin this academic year, our goal is to ensure that our students are well prepared, confident, and equipped with the right strategies to excel in English and the other languages. Today's session will walk you through essential aspects such as faculty introduction, syllabus breakdown, assessments, competitions, learning strategies, and student expectations. Let's get started. We can meet the English faculty members. Let me begin by introducing the team of English faculty members who will guide and support our students throughout the year. Ms. Pilsey David, head of the department and English learning facilitator, and myself, Ms. Sri Vidya. Here you can see 3 textbooks. Now, we'll be using these 3 CBSE textbooks. First Flight is a collection of prose as well as poetry, which enriches children's literary understanding. And second textbook, which you can see, is Footprints Without Feet. This book is a supplementary reader, which contains stories. And the third book, which you can see, is Words and Expressions, which contains comprehension as well as grammar. Now, here, to ensure a smooth learning journey, we have divided the syllabus into a well-structured plan that is a month-wise plan from March to October. So from March, this will help the students to systematically cover the portions and they will get ample time for revision. Here you can see the syllabus planned for March and April, May, July, and August. June is the vacation time. And here September and October, we will complete the portions. So you can see from March to October. So all literature, writing, and grammar, everything will be covered. Now moving on to the internal assessment. As part of the CBSE guidelines, internal assessment play a crucial role in the students' academic achievement. Now, periodic test, multiple assessment, portfolio, subject enrichment activity, that is assessment of listening and speaking skills, will be conducted for the students. Now, listening and speaking skills will be regularly practiced in the class. Apart from this, art-integrated projects, including role play, dramatization, skits, etc., will be done in the class. Here you can witness, this is last year's art-integrated project, which the students have done. Similarly, the students will take up art-integrated project. And listening assessment.
Or the Louisville Cardinals in 1978. It's quite likely that it was neither, and the gesture might have a much earlier origin again. It is very similar to a 1920s jazz age gesture known as the lo-fi or giving skin.
Here you witnessed listening assessment, which was done in the class. Listening skills are crucial for language proficiency. To assess this, the students will undergo a listening test. They will be given a worksheet, which they will go through the questions beforehand, and then they will be listening to the audio and attempting all the answers. So this will actually help them to develop their pronunciation and language development also. The other languages also,
or the Louisville Cardinals in that.
The other languages also will have such listening task given in the class. Now moving on to the examination question paper format, which already the children are familiar because grade 9 also, they had similar pattern, only the writing skills questions are different. Now, if I focus on section A, that is 2 unseen passages will be asked in reading skills, which comprises of 20 marks. And the second section is of writing skills as well as grammar. This will be for 20 marks. Writing skills, letter to the editor, letter of inquiry, letter placing orders, complaint letter. Out of this, the children are already familiar with letter placing orders as well as letter of inquiry. Now, analytical paragraph, complaint letter, and letter to the editor, these 3 topics will be handled this year, and ample practice will be given for writing skills in the class. Now moving on to grammar topics. Again, these topics are also familiar that for the students, that is determiners, tenses, modals, subject-verb concord, reported speech, commands and requests, statements, questions. These are the grammar topics which will be focused for grammar. So grammar comes for 10 marks. Now section C, that is literature. In the beginning, you saw the 2 textbooks, that is First Flight as well as Footprints Without Feet. Questions will be based on this particular books. Prose and poetry, 20 marks questions will be asked based on the key themes of the lesson, and poetic devices from the poems as well as value-based questions will be addressed. Now moving on to the next one, that is strategies for effective learning. The students must read textbooks as well as newspapers to improve comprehension and vocabulary, because this will definitely improve them to get hold of new vocabulary. Now, the next point which I want to say is writing answers as well as summary of the chapters. That will give a good practice for them. This will develop their writing skills as well as grammar. The next is revising grammar rules and words. It can be done through flashcards as well as a list of words. Whichever new words they come across, they can actually have a list of words, and they can try to use those words in their sentences. And here again, listening practice can be done through English podcasts, and videos can be regularly listened so that it will help them to, to update them with new words. Now moving on to the next part that is very important. Once the portions are over, the students can start solving previous year's question papers, and at home they can do timed tests for preparing them for the exam. So you can find previous year's question papers in CBSE website. Apart from this, we also will post in Google Classroom, which they can make use of. And this will periodic mock tests also will be conducted in the class so that they will be ready for the exam. Now, the specific guidelines for English, I want to say that there are 2 English notebooks. The notebook should be well organized. One notebook should be used for literature. The other one should be used for grammar as well as writing skills. Always, the student should write the title of the lesson and author's or poet's name for each chapter. This is very important because there are past years, we have seen questions based on the author as well as poet also. And always they should have a practice of using ruler for underlining and updating the index regularly. The presentation in the examination paper is very important, which will come only when they practice from the beginning in the class in their notebook. Now the writing answers, again, there should be a proper introduction, body, as well as conclusion when they are writing long answers. And similarly, they have to be concise while they are writing the short answers. They have to follow the prescribed word limit. Again, this can be developed only by practice. So whenever the teachers are asking them to complete question answers, the students are expected to complete the answers. This will help them later also. Now the grammar part, daily they can practice exercises. Even now, they can start, referring to question papers, CBSE question papers, where the grammar part can be attempted. Because grammar topics, they are already familiar with. 9th standard, they have done that. Now, English department is conducting various competitions. The competitions conducted by CBSE, Reading Challenge, Expression Series, and Budding Authors. These are the competitions conducted by CBSE, which are done in English department. Apart from this, English Olympiad is regularly conducted. Our students have performed very well in the previous Olympiads. And this year, we are going to conduct writing editorial as a competition. And Indian School Bowsher Global Summit, Model United Nations Debate, and Science Quest, a battle of scientific minds. So we encourage the students to participate in all these competitions, which will develop their confidence and public speaking skills. And parents, you are requested to, encourage your children to participate in all these events. Now, our school is privileged to have experienced faculty members in French, Malayalam, Hindi, Tamil, and Arabic. They contribute significantly for the language development. Here you can see Ms. Tilagavati for Tamil, Ms. Madiha for French, and Mr. Girish for Malayalam, Mr. Taha for Arabic, and Mr. W as well as Ms. Sunanda for Hindi subject. These are the faculty members for other languages department. Now you can see the prescribed textbooks for Hindi, French, Arabic, Tamil, as well as Malayalam. Now here also, each language, the systematic breakdown of syllabus has been shown. In the end, syllabus will be shared with the parents. This will help the students to complete the syllabus well in advance, and from November onwards, the student can be ready for the board exam. Now moving on to the competitions in other languages. Apart from English, students also get opportunities to participate in competitions in different languages. For example, Tamil, they have Tirukkural interpretation competition, where the students will explain the meaning of that Tirukkural, one particular Tirukkural, in their own words. Similarly, for Hindi, they have Doha competition. For Arabic, Quran verses recitation. French, elocution. And Sanskrit, they have to recite a shloka. And Malayalam, there is a quiz. So these competitions enrich the students' linguistic as well as cultural knowledge. Now moving on to the initiatives taken by the other languages, that is French. Delft Scholar exam is conducted by French department. Now, apart from this, French department will be doing chapter-wise literature quiz. Letter writing will be done through PPT, and grammar test will be given topic-wise. And Tamil language, the letter writing practice will be given every week. The child will be asked to write a letter. And apart from this, the child will be asked to write, 5-minute writing challenge, where the child will be asked to write a paragraph or diary entry, so that the students will become confident. Now, for Hindi, the students will be teaching the topic. As the Vice Principal Ma'am already told, peer teaching concept will be incorporated here. Now, moving on to the assessments in a year. Pre-midterm assessment will be conducted for 30 marks in term 1, and then midterm assessment for 80 marks, and terminal assessment for 80 marks. So by the time they complete 2 exams for 80 marks, they will feel more confident to face the pre-board examinations, which will be conducted twice. That is 2 board exams will be their pre-board exams. So again, altogether, there are 4 exams which they will be writing for 80 marks. which will definitely enhance their confidence and they will be ready to face the exam. And apart from this, every week there will be a test conducted on different subjects. The announcements will be coming later. Now we are expecting certain rules or expectations from the students. First main thing is about the attendance. We are seeing that the children are not regular in attending to school, which they should avoid. They have come to 10th standard. They have to come to the school regularly and they have to participate in the classroom discussions. And apart from this, they have to complete the assignments as per the deadline. They cannot keep it till the last moment. Then everything will be piled up. So it will be difficult for the students. So as and when the teachers gives the deadline, they have to follow that deadline and notebook should be maintained. And whatever guidelines are given by the teachers have to be followed by the students. That brings to the end of this language orientation session. We hope this presentation has given you clarity on the academic expectations for languages. Let us work together as a team to make this academic journey successful. Wishing all our students a fantastic year ahead. Thank you, dear parents and students.
Thank you, Sri Vidya ma'am. Now I call upon Ms. Paulami to present an overview for math.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. I am Paulami on behalf of Mathematics Department. I'm going to brief you the course structure planning for this academic year. We will go through essential details regarding the syllabus, assessment pattern, and various initiatives we have planned to make learning more engaging this year. So this will be our points of discussions today. We will be meeting with our team, textbook and course structure, annual syllabus plan, question paper pattern, internal assessment initiatives, and competitions. We have a very committed, dedicated teachers to teach our grade 10 students this academic year, Ms. Reena, Ms. Neeraja, and Mr. Elias. Together, we are committed to guide students to a success in mathematics. This will be the textbooks we will be following in our class. One is mathematics textbook for class 9 and mathematics exemplar book by NCERT for grade 10. The reference books, R.S. Agarwal grade 10, R.T. Sharma grade 10, Oswald book and exam idea for grade 10 we will be using, and previous year question papers will be given from school, and regular practice will be given from schools and with previous year question papers by the teachers. Now we have two types of mathematics in grade 10. Already the instructions were given in grade 9 itself, but still I'm giving you a short brief on it. Standard mathematics, the code is 041, meant for students who want to pursue mathematics in higher education. More competency-based questions will be there. And basic mathematics code is 241, designed for students who do not want to pursue mathematics in higher education. The syllabus is the same as standard mathematics, only the questions will be direct questions and more easier. Further details will be discussed by the teachers in classroom with the students also. This is the course structure for mathematics. Number system, we have 6 marks, algebra, we have 20 marks, trigonometry, we have 12 marks, coordinate geometry, 6 marks, geometry, 15 marks, mensuration, 10 marks, statistics and probability, 11 marks, total 80 marks. Exams will be conducted and the remaining 20 marks will come from the internal assessments. This will be our annual plan. By the end of October, the syllabus will be covered. In the month of March, chapter 1, real numbers, and chapter 2, polynomials will be completed. Month of April, chapter 3, pair of linear equation and quadratic equation. Month of May, we will be completing arithmetic progression and probability. Month of July, we will be completing introduction to trigonometry. Month of August, it will be applications of trigonometry and triangles. Month of September, we will complete coordinate geometry and circles. Month of October, we will complete areas related to circle, surface area and volume, and statistics. there will be a question paper. This is the question paper pattern given in CBSE. Like 20 MCQs questions will be there, where 2 assertion reasoning questions will be there, or 20 marks will be the weightage of this portion, section A. Section B will be very short answer questions, 5 questions with 2 marks, weighing 10 marks. Section C is short answer questions, 6 questions with 3 marks. Section D, long answer questions, 4 questions with 5 marks. And section E, mostly application-based or case-based question, which is 3 questions or 4 marks will be given. And the internal assessment pattern is pen paper test and multiple assessment for 10 marks, portfolio 5 marks, and lab manuals we will be giving for mathematics. So that lab practicals will have 5 marks, total 20 marks for internal assessments. And these are some initiatives taken by our department: Aryabhatta Ganit Challenge training, art integrated activities, math in real life activities, peer teaching. Topics will be given to the students to teach in class. Remedial measures and enrichment classes will be starting from the beginning of this academic year. Weekend challenges will be there, and series of home tests will be given before all the major exams. And these are the competitions we will be having this year. I would like to request all the students and parents to participate in these competitions. Please encourage your child. Aryabhatta Ganit Challenge, SOF Math Olympiad, IMO, Canadian Team Mathematics Contest, ISTF, Rubik's Cube, and Mind Over Math, Infinity War, Solve, Compete, and Dominate. Further details of all these competitions will be given to you. Now, these are some expectations which we have from the students. Attend all classes regularly and be punctual. Engage actively in discussions and problem-solving sessions. Ask questions whenever there is any doubt in concepts. Mathematics requires consistent practice, solve problems daily. The daily practice for mathematics is very, very important. Revise previous topics regularly to build a strong foundation. Maintain a separate notebook for formulas, theorems, and key concepts so that before exam, you don't have to search your notebooks to get all the formulas and theorems. Submit your homework and assignments on time and get it checked by your respective teachers. This is the enriching year we had, and these are some glimpses from that year. This year we had all these activities, probability activities, and you can see in ground we took the students to do the activity on height and distance. So we will look forward to have like this enriching year. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. All the best for your new journey in grade 10. Thank you from Mathematics Department.
Thank you, Paulmi ma'am. Now I call upon Ms. Nihal to facilitate an orientation session on science.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, dear parents and students. I'm Ms. Nihal from the Science Department. So I'm here to give you an overview of the science curriculum, assessment structures, and strategies to enhance subject competency. So here, these are the main points of discussion. So to begin with, let me introduce you to our science faculty. From the physics department, we have Mr. Muhammad Ilyas, HOD of Science, and Ms. Ashwati Vimaldev. From the chemistry department, we have Mr. Neeraj Kadal and myself, Ms. Nihal Muhammad Zubair. From the biology department, we have Ms. Veena Sharma, Ms. Sujata Matta, and Dr. Sujata Natarajan. Now, these are the prescribed books for grade 10. We have the NCERT science textbook, which is the core material. Then there is a lab manual for recording of the practical experiments, and a separate notebook for physics, chemistry, and biology should be maintained for key points, numericals, and diagrams. Now, these are some of the recommended reference books for your preparation of the board examination. There is Oswald CBSE chapter-wise and topic-wise question bank, together with CBSE question bank and exam idea. And CBSE also provides many online resources for your preparation of the board examination. Reference materials, sample papers are available on www.cbseacademic.nic.in. And all question papers, marking schemes are also available online. And in addition, CBSE also provides a set of competency-focused practice questions on their website. So by making use of these resources, the students can be able to practice well for their board exams. Now, this is the CBSE Class 10 Science course structure. So we have a total of 13 chapters from science. Out of this, 4 chapters will be from chemistry, 4 chapters from physics, and the remaining 5 chapters from biology. Now, this is the period allocation for the different chapters. So total, we'll be needing around 130 lessons for the completion of the syllabus. And besides, the syllabus also attempts to strengthen scientific competency. So this is mainly to reinforce concepts from the secondary stage for a strong foundation, introduce real-world industrial and technological applications, develop process, observational and investigative skills, enhance problem-solving abilities and creative thinking, and foster interdisciplinary connections and conceptual competence. Now, this is the detailed annual syllabus plan for grade 10. As you can see here, we'll be completing the portion by October 30. And starting from March till May, just before the summer break, we'll be completing around 6 chapters. And the remaining chapters will be completed between August to October. And by October last, we'll be completing the portion. And we'll be focusing on a revision from November onwards. And the pre-board examinations will also be conducted during these months. Now, this is the detailed question paper pattern. So the science subject is total of 100 marks. Out of this 100 marks, 80 marks is theory and 20 marks is internal. And for this 80 marks theory, the different sections of there are 5 different sections in the question paper, so from section A to E. Section A is of MCQ questions, and there will be a total of 20 questions, 1 mark each. Section B is short answer type questions containing 6 questions of 2 marks each. Section C is again another short answer type question, but it will be of 3 marks, and there will be a total of 7 questions. Section D is long answer type questions, and there are a total of 3 questions containing 5 marks each. Section E is case-based questions, so there will be a total of 3 questions, 4 marks each. And regarding the internal 20 marks, it will be based on subject enrichment activity, the different assessments performed in the conducted in the school, and the overall performance of the child in the subject. Now, this is the weightage of the objective. So skill, application, understanding, and knowledge, it will be based on that. So 25% of the questions are knowledge-based questions. 35% will be based on their understanding level. 25% on the application level. And the remaining 15% will be based on the skill levels. And this is the weightage given to the level of difficulty. There will be 30% of the questions will be based on easy levels, 50% will be based on the average levels, and the remaining 20% will be based on the difficult levels. And concept-wise distribution is 50% of the questions are theory-based questions, 10% are derivations, 25% will be numericals, and the remaining 15% will be diagram-based questions in the exam. Now, this is the schedule and academic plan or the action plan from the side of the school. So extra study materials and worksheets will be given after each chapter. Subject enrichment classes will be conducted from April 2025. 3 lessons in physics, 3 lessons in chemistry, and 2 lessons in biology will be allotted per week. Portion completion will be done by October 30 and with revision buffer. Additional classes for revision and competitive exam topics will also be conducted. Supplementary materials and worksheets for board preparation will be given. Regular class tests will be conducted, and there will be 2 months of revision in different phases, and a detailed plan will be shared in October 2025. The different assessments that we'll be conducting are pre-midterm, midterm, final assessment, and 2 pre-board examinations. And the plan of action that is expected from the students and parents. So we have a timely completion and submission of worksheet is a must. So daily study routine, written learning practice must be there, and mandatory attendance for test and assessments. So after each test, students must review their answer sheets and teachers will provide a detailed feedback on the errors and suggest improvement strategies. So students should analyze their mistakes, understand correct responses, and work on their weak areas. So for this, mandatory attendance is needed for all the exams and tests conducted in the school. And these are the remedial measures that we'll be providing. Worksheets will be given to practice on important topics. There will be afternoon classes to practice on competency-based questions, support classes to provide additional assistance and guidance, and both online and offline doubt clearing sessions will also be conducted. So these are some of the glimpses of the departmental programs of the last academic year. And we are committed to fostering a strong foundation in science. So for any queries, feel free to reach out via email. So these are the email IDs of the facilitators of science. I hope this presentation has given you a clarity on the science curriculum and assessment structure. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, to take us through this important session, I am delighted to invite Ms. Chitra to lead an orientation on social science.
Good morning, dear parents and students. On behalf of Social Science Department, I welcome you to the orientation for the academic year 2025-2026. I will be discussing about the syllabus, and the annual plan, exam pattern of social science, the textbook and reference books, and the various activities conducted by the Department of Social Science. At the outset, I would like to virtually introduce our team of experienced facilitators, Mr. J.P. Mishra, who handles geography and economics, Mr. Sajindran, who handles history and civics. This is a course structure for social science. So the subject comprises of total 100 marks, out of which 80 is for theory and 20 is for internal marks. This is the question paper pattern of social science. There are 1 markers, 2 markers, 3, 4, and 5 mark questions. So in the question paper, there will be 21 mark questions, 4 2 mark questions, 5 3 mark questions, 3 4 markers, 4 5 mark questions, and a map comprising of 5 marks. And one point to note here is the overall distribution is designed to provide balanced weightage across all the 4 components of social science. We do follow NCERT textbook for social science. The first textbook is for economics, the second one is for history, the third one is civics, and the fourth one is for geography. We recommend students to follow the NCERT textbooks, as we can see that in the board exam, they pick up the lines from within the textbooks. Additionally, for further practice, they can refer to these books for practicing more sample papers and question papers. The subject-wise marking scheme, as I informed earlier, there is equal weightage given to all the 4 components, that is history, civics, geography, and economics, that is made visible through the question paper design released by the board also. This is the annual plan of social science for the academic year 2025-2026. So there is a mix of all the 4 components taken up in each and every month. However, before the summer break, quite a lot of portions will be completed so that children can make use of the summer break to be thorough with the concepts taught during the month of March, April, and May. These are the strategies that are to be followed in the Department of Social Science. As I earlier informed, it is more focus given on the NCERT textbooks, as the case-based questions and the questions in the question paper, board question paper, are basically from the NCERT textbook. Then solve and practice more sample papers and the questions taken from different sources. Then practice the map work, because that is where children can get marked very easily. So map work to be taken up seriously, and a regular practice is given in the school, as well as it is to be, children are also asked to take up that task very seriously. And MCQs comprises of 20 marks on the whole. So practice on MCQ and case-based questions are also taken up in the subject. Now, our students had a privilege of participating in the Model United Nations Assembly organized by the Indian School Gubra in April 2024. This event provided them with a unique platform to engage in meaningful discussions about the contemporary challenges faced by different nations across the world. So this year also, they will be getting an opportunity to take part in the United Nations Assembly. Students of grades 9 to 11 recently embarked on an educational excursion to Niswa Fort, Niswa Souk, and Al Falaj Park, where they had an opportunity to explore and learn more about the rich historical heritage of Oman. These trips help connect theory with practice, making learning more engaging and meaningful. We are committed to continuing these educational outings during this academic year also. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you, dear parents, for taking out your time amidst your busy schedule and joining the session. Have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to call Ms. Manju to present the orientation for robotics and IT.
Good morning, parents. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Here we are to give an introduction for IT and robotics. IT is a sixth subject where it will enhance the marks of your children. We have a part of units to be completed in IT, employability skill, and specific subject skills, whereas the practical has been added where it will include the project work also. Whereas practical and project work carries a 50 mark, which will be an internal part, where your child has to put little effort. Everyday work completion will add it to it, and they will be able to complete the 15 marks into it. That is possible here. Whereas the employability skill will enhance their, not only in a theory part for examinations, it will enhance their ability to work on it. Next one. Here we have subject-specific skills. Unit 1, digital documentation. Electronic spreadsheet will be given. That will be added for your practical also. Database management, which will be done using the LibreOffice base. It's equivalent to our database systems, which we are using in other applications. Here, the last one will be a maintain health, safety, and secure working environment. This is the splittage of your how the units will be covered for each month has been given here. Actually, part A will be covered at the last, whereas we will be focusing on our subject skill in the beginning. This is the how the division is given. For documentation, 5 marks. For spreadsheet, 5 marks. And database, 10 marks. Viva will carry 10 marks. This all comes under the practical, which will be total for 15 marks. Here is a specific content which is available in the CBSE site. You can just go and refer to it, which will help you to get a clear idea based on the skill subjects. These are the additional activities which we are providing with our department. One is Cyber Security Awareness Program, Cyber Ethics Seminar, and Tech Quest competition is conducted. Python Coding Club is created, and we have a web development also has been done. The next part which I am going to speak about is robotics, which will come under the STEM field. This may not be under the grading systems or not related to the marks, but still it will help your students to achieve a greater height to it. As the future is forwarding towards it, we will be seeing this one, robotics, as a part of our implementation into our curriculum. So these are the grades which we are teaching now. As for grade 9, they must have learned about Arduino. Now we are extending the same thing to the class 10. So here they will be learning about Arduino and microbit platforms. This will be helping the students to solve the problems whichever practically they are based. These are the few highlights which I like to give it to you. Hand-on projects will be given and skill development will be done. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I invite our esteemed principal, sir, to share a few words with us.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Respected parents, Vice Principal, ma'am, and all the members of the staff. First and foremost, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all the parents to attend the Parents Orientation Program. There might be a disturbance because I am outside the school campus organizing CBSE board examination. May I request the parents to extend the support for the smooth functioning of our school, especially for grade 10 students. As a principal of this prestigious institution, I have only two requests to the parents. One is kindly send your students regularly to school. And second one is make the students to complete the portions on the daily basis instead of postponing the portions and making them to prepare only at the last minute. If somebody is regular and punctual and preparing their daily portions, result is ours. I would like to congratulate the secondary department academic team for their wonderful planning. Yes, well begun is half done. Already your 50% of your job is done. Only we have to execute this plan, and certainly we are going to get the decided result. And my dear parents, this year we have fixed 3 criteria. That is our goals for especially for grade 10 student. The subject average we have fixed minimum as 75% for all the subjects. And 10% of the students we are aiming to get the centum marks 100% mark. And our pass mark is going to be raised from 33% to 60%. Therefore, from the day one onwards, all our staff members and the students will be fulfilling this target. That is 75% will be the class average, subject average, and 10% of each subject will be getting a centum. And the pass mark has been upscaled to 60%. And thanks to the members of the staff for planning well and agreed to extend the classes up to 4 p.m., especially for the needy students on the weekly basis. That is all the 5 days of a week. Certainly, no doubt about it, the result is going to be ours. And our grade 10 students are going to achieve many more laurels, and they are going to be in the limelight. And certainly they will bring many more laurels to Indian School Bowser family. With this note, I like to thank all the parents for accepting our notice and attending this orientation program. Congratulations to all the teachers as well as to the parent. Thank you very much. God bless.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable words. Dear parents, please use your chat box to ask your queries during the online orientation.
Yes, Veena ma'am, we already have a query on the chat window. Parents are interested to know about the two board examination. Dear parents, we had shared a message to you regarding the two board examination. CBSE had invited feedback from all the stakeholders. By all the stakeholders, I mean parents, teachers, students, all these stakeholders were invited to share their feedback. Now, don't panic hearing like there are going to be two board examination. As conveyed to you, we'll be completing the syllabus by October 30th. Even if this plan is going to be implemented, the first examination will be as per the regular schedule in the month of February. So it is not like half of the syllabus will be tested by October or half of the syllabus will be tested by February. If you had taken time to go through the circular, you must have noticed that the examination schedule remains in the month of February. The second examination will be conducted in the month of May. So now the Google form link is closed, but whatever we have planned, there is going to be no change because we are going to complete the syllabus by October 30th. November, December, January, children will be engaged in writing up a board examination, 80 marks paper, pre-board examination. So they will get adequate time for revision and practice. So I hope you would have given the feedback. If not, we don't have any concrete information given by CBSE to share with parents as of now. Okay, there is a question like taking kids to the laboratories. Yes, sir. If you would have seen my subject allocation, it is 2+1. So students will be going for one period to the lab, but it is not mandatory that every week they have to go to the lab for grade 10. Grade 11 and 12, yes, they have experiments to be performed in the lab. Now for grade 10, it is internal assessment, which will be for 20 marks. So children will be taken to the lab for better understanding of the concepts. So grade 10 also, we have 2+1. So physics will be 2+1. Chemistry will be 2+1. Bio will be 1+1 period. So lab periods are allotted. It will be full syllabus, sir. Sorry, Mumtaz ma'am. Two boards portion will be half of. No, it will be full syllabus. February month also, it will be full syllabus. In case they are going to conduct one more board examination in the month of May, it will be full syllabus.
Kindly let us know if there is any change in summer vacation schedule.
No, sir. There is no change in the summer vacation schedule.
IT will be graded subject or main subject.
IT is considered as a sixth subject. Now, regarding the sixth subject, say for example, the child is attempting 5 core subjects, that is English, math, science, social science, and second language. In any one of these subjects, excluding the language part, if the child is scoring less in science, for example, he is scoring around 65, whereas in IT is scoring 94, then that score will be replaced with the subject in which he has scored least and the total percentage will be calculated. So that is the advantage of having a sixth subject. So it will be a graded subject. In the mark sheet, it will be mentioned 10th board exam mark sheet, it will be mentioned additional subject and IT marks will be reflected.
Respected ma'am, is there any guidebook will be provided other than regular school books or any suggestion will be provided to buy from outside?
As such, in the school book list, we don't recommend any of the reference books. When you go to India in the month of June, during the summer break, you may procure those books. Our teachers have already shared the reference books as per the subjects. They had shared reference books, which are reputed reference books, standardized reference books. So you may buy it from India.
When will be the summer vacation, please? Is it planned or scheduled will be shared?
Sir, we had already posted it on our social media. We had conveyed it through our circulars. You may refer to the circular or you may follow us on social media. So we have already declared the summer vacation schedule.
Ma'am, should we write all the subjects for the second board exam?
Ma'am, if the child is appearing for the first board, as per the draft policy conveyed by CBSE, whatever we are sharing here, Just like you, we also got a circular from CBSE, so we may not be able to give you first-hand information or anything that has come concrete in a concrete form from CBSE. As per the draft policy, the child, if they appear for the first exam, they need not appear for the second exam. But still, if the child wants to improve the score, they may appear for the second board exam. So it is purely optional.
Can we buy question bank of different authors? Yes. What is the pros and cons of two pre-board exam?
Sir, I request you to take some time to go through the circular. It is up to the parents because we cannot influence any stakeholder to give a feedback. That may not be right. So we are not in a position to discuss about the pros and cons. So we leave it to the perception of the stakeholder to share their feedback.
Ma'am, can we have a copy of PPT shown today? Yes.
Yes, we'll be uploading it on the school website also for your reference and access. And one more important point to be noted is we have many sample papers uploaded on our school website. So we request our students, parents to go and explore our school website to know like what all documents are available on the school website.
Thank you, ma'am, for clearing the queries. Now, proceeding forward, first and foremost, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our Honorable Principal Sir, Vice Principal Ma'am, Head of the Departments, and staff members for their unwavering dedication and support in making this program possible. As a special thanks to our dear parents, your presence here today reflects your commitment to your child's education. We appreciate your trust and partnership as we strongly believe that education is shared responsibility between school and home. Thank you once again and have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you. Thank you, Veena ma'am. Thank you, dear parents. Thank you.
Thank you so much, madam.